So today we are going to take our grammar class, that is tenses. Okay children, in previous classes we have already studied about tenses. So let's see. Tenses. Tenses of a verb indicate the different times when an action takes place. It means that a tenses of a verb indicate the different times, means the verb which is used in a sentence indicates the time when an action takes place. Through this we can convey that it actually describes. What does it describe? Tense actually describes when any action happened. Tense describes when the action is happened with respect to time. What does it mean? It means the action took place in a particular time. That means action takes some time to be happen. So through this timeline, it will be more clear that what does it mean. In this timeline, this circle denotes PR, that is present. To its right is past. And to its left is future. What does it mean? That we are living in the present and the already time which is over, that is past. That means this arrow represents past. What about this arrow? This is future. The time which is going to come means tomorrow. So tomorrow is future, today is present, and yesterday was past. So through this timeline, now this is clear. Then after timeline, tenses are of three types. I have already told in this timeline. First is present, that is the time which is going on now. Past, already gone. And the coming time, that is future, which is going to come next. History of the tense. Let's see about forms of verb. So see here all of you, forms of verb. There are children 5 forms of verb. If we talk about one by one, first one is base form, then comes past form, past participle form, S or ES form, and then last is ing form. So let's see in detail. If we talk about the base form which is used in present tense, that is V1. This is called base form. For example, play, or we can say go. There may be any other also verbs like drink, write, like this. Coming to the second form, that is past tense. That is called second form of verb, that is V2. Example, played, went. Coming to the third one, that is past participle form, and it is called V3. That means third form of verb. For example, played, or you can say gone. Coming to the next one, fourth one, that is S or ES form, and it is VS or ES form. Or we can say, example, plays, goes, drinks, writes. And the last but not the least, that is fifth one, that is ing form. It carries V and ing. Ing means continuous. It is used in continuous tenses. For example, play, going. Like this children, when we talk about tenses, we have to use these 5 forms. According to that only, the tense will be complete. So according to the family tree of tenses, tenses are of 3 types: present, past, future. Under present, again there are 4 subdivisions. This will further divide again in other 2 points. Okay? That is, first one is present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Again, for past also same thing we have to repeat. Past indefinite, or you can say simple, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Same thing for the future, that is future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect, under these three tenses: present, past and future. Got it? Tenses, first we'll go through simple present, or we can say present indefinite. It means the same, both are same. So let's see the affirmative, negative and then interrogative. There will be three sentences according to this. First one is affirmative. Under this is the structure of the sentence: subject plus verb plus form. For singulars, S or ES plus object. For example, he eats the food. He is subject here, which is singular. With singular, we use verb with S or ES. Remember. Now coming to the plural. For plural, with subject, we will use only verb first form. So let's see the example. They play the football. That means they is plural here, and we will use only verb first form here. Got it? Coming to the next, that is negative. For negatives, we have to use not. Subject plus do not. Do not will be used only for the plural. If we talk about singular, then we will use does not with verb first form plus object. Let's see the sentence. Example: he does not. He is singular here, so it carries does not. Eat the food. Under plural, they do not play the football. So these two are clear. With singular, we will use does not, and with plural, we will use do not. Coming to the interrogatives. Interrogatives is question. Sentence with question. So under this we will take do or does not in the beginning of the sentence. Then comes subject plus V1 plus object. This is the structure of the sentence. Let's see the example. Does he go to market? Question mark. Because it is singular, so with singular we will put does and end with question. Now coming to the plural. Do they play the football? Question. Again same thing. Do is used under plural, and with that we will take they play the football and question. So what you have to remember? You have to remember with negatives we use not, and with interrogatives we will use question mark at the end of the sentence.